Okay, Leon, the Doomsday clock is ticking, and in December, Avengers Doomsday comes out. So our task is to watch every single Marvel movie, Netflix show, and Disney Plus show before that time runs out. Today we're starting with Iron Man 2008. And honestly, looking back, what a movie! What a banger to start a franchise on.
To this day, one of the best MCU films of all time.
Honestly, going back and watching it, seeing Robert Downey Jr., seeing what Jon Favreau created, it is a phenomenal piece of art, and it's the DNA of the MCU. What's your overall thoughts on Iron Man?
I really like that Iron Man is so focused on the character of Tony Stark. That's its core central point, which sounds obvious a movie should be, but you'd be surprised where we get to with Marvel later on, especially because the cast is always get a lot bigger. It's a lot of more ensembles and whatnot, and the side characters and shit. The film's focused on Tony. Yes, there's Pepper. Yes, there's Rhodey, but they don't get in the way of focusing on Tony's journey and his character arc, and the way he's inspired by the people around him and how they react to him. We don't follow Rhodey's character arc in this movie because it's not about him and whatnot. This movie, when you watch this one and then you see what the MCU's become, and again, we like the MCU. I'm not giving shit, but it's just such a different film to what they would later be. You just watch this film and then you watch Avengers, completely different.
Yeah.
Let alone going up to fucking Brave New World or fucking Far From Home or whatever. It's
the fact that it
different.
all spawned from this
is insane.
Is wild. It is insane, and it's an accomplishment as well. It doesn't make sense. And yeah, I mean, Iron Man wasn't anyone's favorite character, to be honest. Back before these movies came out, the Avengers, they weren't the money makers at Marvel. Marvel itself was a very different company before this movie came out.
They were
and
they had nothing. They were
broke. Yeah. Because again, Spider-Man was at Sony. Fox had they had Fantastic Four and X-Men. So it was a very, very different life back in 2008. And this movie is an accomplishment. It's incredible. What do you think about Robert Downey Jr.'s performance?
Literally one of the best performances in the MCU. Even not counting everything, I mean just in this movie alone. Obviously a lot of it was dialogue-wise improvised. Very famously so for this movie. They got the plot beats out and they got the action, and then they said, "Oh, dialogue, we'll figure it out." And they did. And Robert Downey Jr. to this day is known as an actor who not only can, but he always improvises on every take. He refuses to do it the same way every time. He doesn't like sticking to the script. He'll get the message across, but he'll say it differently every single time. Which is certainly a way to do it, not the common or probably preferred way for a lot of actors, but it works. You can't deny the results. And he just has that in him. And then obviously he's playing a character who, in a way, is very relatable to him, because Jon Favreau said when why he chose Robert Downey Jr., he picked an actor who's had all his best and worst moments shown to the world. Everyone knows every part of his life like that, and he's come back from that, and this is exactly what Iron Man is all about. He's on top of the world for the beginning, then his life goes to absolute shit in front of everyone, and then he has to come back and restore himself and do better, and then he does. So of course Robert Downey Jr. was the perfect choice, and obviously he wasn't recast in the second movie, so
yeah. Well, in preparation for this video, I watched this 3 hour and 40 minute behind the scenes video on YouTube, and it shows the entire making of process, and it shows a whole bunch of deleted scenes. And I don't know, I never really reflected on Jon Favreau as a director, but seeing these videos, I can't believe how underrated he is. Like, and you could see a lot of the things he learned here he took on for The Mandalorian and other projects that he's done. Obviously, he did Elf back in the day, so that's pretty cool. But when I'm seeing Jon Favreau talk about this movie, I completely forget that he's Happy Hogan. I forget that he's in it. But a big emphasis on the importance of this movie was the suit. And there is a crazy amount of work that actually went into making Iron Man not look goofy. And honestly, if they made Iron Man 10 years prior, he would have looked like crap.
They made it 5 years prior, it would look like crap.
Yeah, but they struck gold.
Red and gold.
And a big aspect for Jon Favreau as well is he really likes in superhero movies, especially Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, as when they are messing around with their powers to see what they can really do. And I think that really reflects well with Iron Man when he's tinkering around with the suit and learning how to fly and the repulsors. Like, they're having so much fun on set. It's crazy. And Robert Downey Jr. himself is so funny. He's making the cast laugh. He's really invested in what John's saying. It's crazy. It's such a great starting off point.
That's something that I really miss in superhero films as well. Like them testing their powers out. And
yeah, it's fun.
He's like obviously upgrading the suit the entire film. And when he's watching the news and he's just got the gauntlet on, he's just testing to see. Yeah. He's like doing something with a screwdriver, and then he just starts blasting the windows about. And he's like, "Cool, works well enough. Let's go fuck up some terrorists." And then as he goes.
Yeah. So they made Stan Winston Studios to make an actual fully practical Iron Man suit. And a big reason to why those first two movies look so great is because of the practical suit that they made. And they will not go on to continue that tradition later on down the line, but it's really cool to see it. And they don't even use the practical suit all the time in the shots because they have a fully digital one as well. But in terms of lighting and everything, and you've done animation stuff before, it helps.
Yeah. Having the reference there all the time. Which
yeah.
They have like a reference suit still, like by Endgame or not, but like it's not the same because like the suit they have in the first two films, the practical ones, they look like they're made out of the metal that you imagine it's meant to be in the movie. Yeah. Then when you cut to Infinity War behind the scenes, he's wearing this like very plasticky looking like torso, which doesn't look anything like what the movie version ends up looking like in the CGI. The lighting and everything's all completely different. What's even the point of him wearing it? You know?
Yeah. Especially towards the end of the movie, he got a little bit annoyed and he was like, fuck it, I'm just going to eat whatever I want now. I don't care. We have enough. Robert Downey Jr. had enough. He's like, I have a teenager at home. I'm not doing this anymore. But towards the start, he was really enthusiastic about it. And he looks good in it as well. It's something that's really quite remarkable. And the Mark 1 suit as well, a lot of work went into that. I mean, I never really put much thought behind it. It's that shitty fucking one he makes in the cave. But this other guy, Mike Justice, I think his name was, he said he was the one that wore it, and it was like 100 pounds to wear. It was heavy as shit. But seeing it individually and in the behind the scenes, I think is great. I think it's really, really neat. What do you think of the whole cave sequence and seeing who Tony Stark is as a person and his relationship with Yinsen? How do you think that aged?
That part is really good. I love, like, he's forced into this scenario where, like, most other characters that you can think of without powers, what the fuck would you do? You're trapped in a cave by terrorists who threaten to kill you, and they're forcing you to build a bomb. There's most characters, they have no choice there, but Tony, and mind you, strapped to a fucking magnet as well the entire time.
Yeah.
Or a battery that's controlling a magnet. Sorry, but he then builds the arc reactor, does surgery on himself with Yinsen to get it in him, then builds the Iron Man suit, all whilst no one catching on, and then breaks out, fucks him up, and like, I'm glad he has no, he doesn't have a kill rule.
Oh man, you fuck up them terrorists. You don't care. Yeah. And actually,
the sound design is so good. Every stomp and every punch, but when he knocks out one of those dudes, it's great.
You know the like superhero reveal shot of the Mark 1 suit?
Yeah.
That's Jon Favreau.
Is it actually?
That's Jon Favreau. Yeah, that's Jon Favreau in the motion capture and where they animated over. It's crazy.
That's so funny. It's like,
yeah,
you're not doing it right. Look, I'll show you how it's done. Dun, 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 dun. No. And the music as well. I love the Iron Man theme in this movie, and I wish they kept it, and maybe never did.
Yeah.
When I think of Iron Man, this is the theme I think of.
It defines Tony Stark as a character, and it's like it makes you someone that you want to root for. The fact that he was able to get out of there on his own, he built it in a cave with a box of scraps, man. Yeah, like he did that shit.
And then Yinsen dies.
Oh damn, it does suck. And also Robert Downey Jr., he got fit for this role as well. Yeah. He was 41 at the time, and he said that it was hard to do, but now is the time in his life where he wanted to do that anyway. And he's got fucking huge arms, and when he's banging the helmet, it's iconic.
Yeah, he did look. I would have never guessed he was 41.
Yeah.
And then for the last few movies, he didn't bother with all that.
He didn't bother. Yeah.
The last time he was still in good shape was, I think, Age of Ultron.
Civil War. Oh yeah, to be fair, Age of Ultron was bigger.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was great, and also Marvel was a very different company as well. They had a lot of freedom when casting, and they didn't have the space as well to make these movies. Like they had to go to other studios, and the first stuff that they actually filmed was the stuff in the cave, and I think that it shows. You know, the first thing that they filmed was stuff in the cave. The last thing they filmed was stuff in Vegas. So how funny is that?
They were making money as they went along. They're like, now we can afford Vegas, guys.
Yeah. So I think that is just great. And what do you think about the villain Obadiah Stane?
Obadiah Stane, not like the greatest villain in hindsight. But like, you know, it's nothing bad either. It's just, you know, a dude who tried to bite off a bit more than you could chew, thought he was better than Tony, and then took advantage of him as well, just because he thought Tony wasn't deserving. Now, to be fair, the Tony from before the film starts definitely probably wasn't deserving of everything he had. But then, you know, over that Stane, like working with terrorists, come on. Let's be for real right now. So yeah.
Don't do that.
And then, you know, when he gets the Ironmonger suit, so he's just like a bigger, badder Iron Man, but like a dumber one, which I liked a lot. I like, again, Tony is smart as shit when he tricks him to fly up and get frozen, because Obadiah Stane is not the brains of anything. He gets people to do things for him. That's it.
They even mentioned that like his heads-up display is meant to represent what Tony would give the military. It hasn't got all the smarts. Basically, it's a weapon.
Just weapons and shit. Whereas Tony has always talking about like the damage on his suit and all the things.
Yeah.
Make sure everything works properly, how much power he's using and everything. So yeah, it just shows what Tony prioritizes versus what Obadiah prioritizes as well. So yeah, I think this movie works incredibly well. It's a great start to MCU.
I like it, yeah.
And to this day, like, I'd never feel bad like trying to recommend someone to watch the MCU.
Oh
this is what we start on. Fucking bang it.
You're sat back in your chair with your arms crossed, like, yeah, it's fucking sick, bro. Yeah, I think that Obadiah is a pretty interesting villain. He's quite menacing in a way, and the actor's great as well, which is good. This was a movie where they got good actors: Gwyneth Paltrow, Robert Downey Jr., even Terrence Howard was big at the time. You know, it's a movie to be proud of. And they went on location as well. For the whole sandstorm stuff, they put the real suit in the sand and everything, and there was genuine weather conditions that were quite hard to shoot around. And there's a lot of practical work in this movie as well. So noticeably the wire work. You know the scene where he's testing out his powers, the flight thing
in the garage.
Yeah, and I think that's really, really cool. And John wanted it to make me and John, he wanted it to make he wanted to make it look like it wasn't on wires. So he directed Robert Downey Jr. to go in the opposite direction with the repulsors in his hands. And it's funny because such a small piece of directing there dictates how Iron Man moves for the next 27 movies. You know, it's crazy to think that such a small thing like that is like, okay, well, this is how Iron Man moves now, and this is something that's like iconic to us, you know, with the Tinkerbell hands. And I think it's just really interesting to see how that started, you know. And also they shoot for like hours, like long hours in the day. Like I've seen how all the Star Wars movies were shot, for example. But yeah, like the stuntmen were in that Iron Man suit for over 10 hours of the day. The big Mark 1 one as well, which is crazy considering it's only in the movie for such a short amount of time. But in terms of actually making the suit, there's 3 different companies that were responsible for it. And funnily enough, the guys that did Star Wars, Industrial Light and Magic, were the bulk of doing the Iron Man suit and the the flying and the VFX work behind it, and the Ironmonger. And I think that that's really interesting. I think that's great. And they were at Skywalker Ranch as well. Did you know that? 'Cause I didn't. That's crazy.
I think I did hear that at one point, but yeah. Definitely forgot. But yeah, it's so interesting. See where
they did all the flight,
where they started, man.
And then another company called The Orphanage did the heads-up display, and all of the reactions to those scenes. Because something that does work for me in this movie in particular, I never doubt that Robert Downey Jr. is not in the suit. When he's flying and then it cuts to the heads-up part and it's him reacting, I don't know if just because this is a movie that we watched as a kid, but I always think that it's him. I never don't think that he's not in the suit, you know? Robert Downey Jr. is... Yeah, no, I know, but like when he's flying and Robert Downey Jr. is like wooing, like it brings it together. And Sam Raimi does a very similar thing where, you know, like Spider-Man will fall down the alley, but then it cuts to a practical shot of Tobey Maguire taking the mask off. Like there's a bridge there. And I think that that's great. And yeah, there's a whole bunch of... They were saying how the heads-up display progresses the way that Tony Stark does. So it's funny that those seeds were planted all the way back in Iron Man 1. You've got the full white color for the first iteration. Mark 2 was cyan and green. Mark 3 had the consistent color the whole way through. It's just the blue color, yeah. So that's pretty neat.
Changes in the second movie as well, quite a bit. Like, and then in every movie after that, it keeps changing.
Yeah. And they animated, like you were saying, the whole suit health, navigation, flight lock. These are stuff that people had to actually put in and think, what would Tony Stark have in his suit? So that was great. And another company called The Embassy did only Mark 1, the animation behind that. And I think that was pretty cool because they also did District 9. And I watched District 9 for the first time the other day, and you could definitely tell how they're good at that. Have you seen it?
What, sorry?
District 9.
No.
No, yeah, they have like similar metallical suits that this happen in there. So I think it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty neat. I think that Iron Man 1 is a banger. Especially that fucking scene in Gormira when he kills all those terrorists. I think that's a fucking amazing. To this day, that and him fighting Thanos in Infinity War, those are my favorite Iron Man. It's the best action scenes for Iron Man.
It comes in like you really like when you think about Iron Man. One thing I always underestimate, like I don't think about, is his physical strength. You just think about like the rockets and the blasters and everything, and the flying. He comes in there and he punches a dude into the sky, doing backflips and shit.
The sound design, when the clunk when he lands.
Yeah.
Oh, it's incredible.
Oh, it's so good, so good. And then like he punches through a wall and pulls the guy through it and everything.
Yeah.
Oh my god, it's all amazing. It really just makes, because it feels so much more real when you're just punching like regular dudes. And it makes you really wish, I could be Iron Man.
Terrorists.
I could go and kill terrorists. It's not like, no, I'm not gonna go fight aliens and shit. But I could go and shoot up terrorists in this suit. In one of his early, weakest suits. I could do all this. Fuck man, I wanna be Iron Man. Ugh. That's why he's always like one of my favorite heroes.
Peak. Yeah, well, that's the thing. I've always been more of a Captain America fan, but tell me, why do you like him?
He, much like what a lot of people like Batman, he just shows what is capable of like the human, like on its own. No powers, just the human mind, ingenuity, invention, and all that. Tony is also like, daddy's money, but he's not daddy's brain. Howard Stark was smart, but Tony was smarter. And Tony was like pretty much born smart. I mean, he didn't like coast on it, so he wasn't like gifted child who then did nothing and then crashed and burned. He continued to get smarter and smarter and everything. So then it made him an egotistical, dickhead. But then he goes through one of the greatest character arcs in the entire MCU. And I remember when I was in year 11, we did our English speaking exam. That's what I did. I spoke about the positive character arc of Tony Stark in the MCU. Well, I was talking about character arcs in general, but when I was talking the positive change character arc, I used Tony as the example. And then I got... I'm pretty sure I passed that. So yeah.
Pretty sure. Yeah.
I did, but there was like levels to it. I don't remember what level of passing.
There's
I don't know
levels
if I got
to
the
this
top
shit.
one or the second. I don't remember if I got the first or second.
Yeah.
I don't remember what they're called either. But anyway, yeah. I did well enough on that. So yeah, clearly I wasn't chatting shit. So yeah. And yeah, like the man he is in Iron Man 1 first scene versus the man he is in Endgame are worlds apart. But even in the first Iron Man movie, he's a very
redeemed.
Person,
yeah.
Even by Avengers, like he still plays up this kind of version of himself. But like Steve says, like, oh, you're just a suit of armor. Like you're nothing underneath that. Would you jump on the wire to save the other guy? And then Tony like gives a snarky answer, like, oh, I just cut the wire. Like I'll just figure a way out.
Yeah.
But that's just him like deflecting, because we know his real answer is yes, he would sacrifice himself, because he does it in
Avengers.
Yeah, he does it. He does it in Iron Man 1. Like, he expects to die when he tries to kill Ironmonger, but he survives.
Yeah.
So like, he still portrays himself as kind of worst version because he doesn't need to prove anything to anyone, which I like as well a lot. He went through that change in silence. Like that thing that people always post, like alphas move in silence and like that kind of cringe shit. But like it's true, like in the sense that like, if you're trying to work on something, you don't need to promote yourself. You can just do it, and then the results speak for themselves. Tony didn't go on the news and go like, I will be building the Iron Man suit to watch. It's gonna be great. I'm gonna be doing this and this and that. It's gonna fly. It's gonna shoot lasers.
I'm gonna kill so many terrorists.
He didn't do any of that. He just did it. and then because as well, like, you don't want to oversell, so don't speak, just do it, and then talk about what happened, not about what you want to happen. And Iron Man is that. So yeah, and then in Iron Man 2, that kind of all goes down the drain. That's because he was going through shit now, he was dying.
Yeah, we'll cover 2.
And that's the point of the movie as well. But also the movie is not as good. But yeah, this movie, peak.
What about the friendship between him and Rhodey?
I like that a lot. You can really.
It's a shame Terrence Howard.
Yeah, it's a shame
didn't come back.
Yeah, shame it kind of screwed him over for the second one. But
yeah,
you can really feel like there's this kind of like established friendship there. Like there's just kind of like. I always wonder like how do they become friends though? Because like clearly maybe like I was about to say Terrence, maybe Rhodey's in his younger days where they met was also this kind of like reckless dude, but he was forced to whip up into shape for his job.
Yeah, with rank, that would happen.
Never had to do all that. And now they're just still friends. They've just been friends for so long. You can't just quit on each other. And thank God they don't as well, because he eventually gets the War Machine suit out of it. Friendships are worth it,
I'm still waiting for Leon to give me a War Machine suit. Where's my Iron Man suit, Leon?
Don't worry, man. It's coming. You just gotta wait out a bit more. You gotta bear with me a bit longer, You gotta wait till I'm 41, apparently. That's all Tony was.
God damn. I like their dynamic a lot. I think it's quite cool. It's good for Tony to be around grounded characters. That's why him and Pepper work a lot as well. I like Gwyneth Paltrow in this movie. She's incredibly human and really nice. And I like that it shows that Tony isolates himself. There's a great deal of sadness behind his character that he doesn't let on. And there were stylistic changes that occurred when they cast RDJ, because they scrapped some of the concept art, especially for his house, to change it into this softer, gentler side, And interestingly enough, about what Stan Lee had to say was that in terms of every superhero, the most amount of women that would write in were specifically for like Iron Man fan mail, which is very strange. A lot of women used to write in to talk about Iron Man because they were really drawn to his character. So that's a funny thing for you. Yeah. What? And also in the behind the scenes, there's like Stan Lee surrounded by like 5 baddies. Yeah. And he's just having the time of his life.
Are we taking care of you, or?
I have never been taken care of this well in my life. I'm just a little bit upset knowing that eventually we're going to have to go on there again and do some acting.
Who's the best director of any Marvel movie?
Well, not only the best, but as far as I'm concerned, Jon Favreau is the only director. Unless some other director gets me a half a dozen pretty girls.
He's loving it because his cameo. His cameo. He's surrounded by the and like in the behind the scenes,
he probably thought, "Oh, I can't wait for this to be in every movie." All his cameos are gonna be this good.
He was like, "This is incredible. I have the best company of my life." He was loving it.
Can't wait for Iron Man 2 where I have 20 girls around me. And then Iron Man 2, it's just like a POV like video recording of him just standing there on his ones, no one around him.
Poor Stan.
Oh man. That's so funny.
But I think that the entire climax of the movie is brilliant. I think that the idea that Tony pushes his inventions, he finds out the icing problem, and he's willing to sacrifice himself. What a complete arc for this movie,
I love as well that the suit, like its battery power, is very low by this point.
Yes, there's stakes.
So it makes the fight way harder than it should be against the Ironmonger.
Yeah.
Like him using the Unibeam, it's the first time he does it in the movie, but fucking hell, maybe he shouldn't have, because that drained the fuck out of the power, and he was already low because he was using, like the suit was already low when he started the fight, I'm pretty sure. And then it was getting lower and lower because he just kept using up so much. And then it was falling apart because he's tried taking pieces off after the icing part. And then he takes the hand off. He's trying to take the suit off. Ironmonger lands back down. He's fine, and he starts shooting him. And Tony tries to blast him. He's like, "Shit! I just took the hand off." And then he's like,
and they had to animate that scene differently as well, because in the original version of that, he says out loud how he needs to escape, he needs to get out of there, and then Ironmonger drops down. But they had to completely animate him taking off the actual hand, and you never know, because again, it's beautiful. It's an amazingly shot movie. Yeah. It's also Robert Downey Jr.'s best look as well, like the hair and the beard. Again, it's great. Yeah, he really peaked early.
A shame.
And yeah, the idea that I love the design for the arc reactor. I think that's such a cool thing for Tony Stark. When they show, when Pepper puts her hand into the hole, that's an entire fake chest that they made. Yeah, and it's awesome. It's so good.
It used to always
and I love
gross me out so much as a kid.
Yeah, me too. Because she's really got a hand down there. Like,
when she pulls out what looks like a donut or something, I'm like, what? As a kid, I thought it was a donut. I'm like, I didn't get what was happening.
I wish that he had it for longer, because in the grand scheme of things, by Iron Man 3, that shit's healed. Like, that's gone. And there's still so much MCU left, And I like how iconic it is, I think it's sick, man. And good stuff. What about there's no secret identity for Iron Man?
Obviously, at the time, that was a really novel idea. Like, the fact that, and obviously, especially for Iron Man in the comics, who does have a secret identity, he claims that Iron Man's his bodyguard, that he pays. And then, end of the film, they reference that. He's like, what, I'm going to say it's a bodyguard? That's kind of, stupid. Why don't I just say it's me? He's like, no, you can't do that. He's like, I'm fine. And then he's talking. And then he's like, fuck it. I'm Iron Man, bitch. Like, why the hell not? And then the film ends, and you're like, yeah, why the hell not just tell everyone? Who's going to stop you? You're fucking Iron Man.
Exactly.
We saw him. He just beat big, grey, super strong Iron Man.
Yeah.
So you can take on anyone. And then
it's interesting that now that's retconned as well with Riri Williams and Ironheart, and how the public don't know that Obadiah Stane was a bad guy.
Yeah. Like, because I guess I never really thought about it. I just kind of assumed they would have thrown him under the bus.
Yeah.
And told everyone about it, but I guess they didn't.
I mean, they were planning to say that it was, a training accident or something, so...
Yeah.
I guess it makes sense.
The bodyguard, the training accident, and then... Yeah, they never exposed Obadiah, which I thought Tony for sure would have done. But I guess, they never
Tony's
said that.
petty as well, like...
Yeah.
It's something he would do, bear shot on his legacy.
Maybe, I guess, it would have impacted the company badly somehow.
Yeah.
I don't know.
But I think that's pretty neat, and it really puts Iron Man on a completely different level to other heroes. For him publicly saying it makes him feel like a celebrity. Like, he makes Iron Man feel real, and I like that a lot. So yeah, I'll talk
about. That's why I wish
the
there was more secret identities going forward in the MCU. Because now every time we have a superhero that doesn't hide it, it just takes away from the ones that don't as well. Like when it's meant to matter.
Yeah.
There's a lot of Marvel characters don't hide their identity anymore.
Yeah, fuck ton. Some of the other stuff is there was a whole section where a whole bunch of comic book writers started speaking about the character, and funnily enough, one of them actually, I forgot to jot it down, but they were saying how Tony Stark and should have been a Doctor Doom antagonist. Like Doctor Doom should have been a Tony Stark as Iron Man villain, and I thought that was quite funny. Because
Robert Downey Jr. was almost cast as Doctor Doom in the Fantastic Four movie.
There you go.
3 years prior.
Yeah. Interesting. And in the deleted scenes, they're quite horny. They're horny in a way that I didn't expect. So I've never seen some of them before. But there's a deleted extended scene on the plane You know where Rhodey and
Strip club? Not strip club, but like the strippers.
Yeah.
on the
It's
plane,
Tony goes off to bang one of the waitresses, and then like two of the girls kind of like sit on Rhodey's lap, basically, which is weird.
Oh, man.
And then there's like another scene where there's this whole Dubai party, and Tony steals like 3 girls to go in a bedroom with him.
Yes,
Hi. Are they
that's for you.
for my
This is for you.
consideration?
This is for you.
Good evening. I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 5.
3.
Exactly. Shall we?
And then he tells them to get started without him, and then he flies off in the Iron Man suit. So
Wait, so when would this have taken place?
it did show it would have been, I think it was after the terrorist scene, because when he comes back, he's beaten up. But I'll show you. I'll put it on the screen. I'll show you after. And then there's just a bunch of other scenes with Rhodey actually, where this shows how he's actively looking for Tony out in the desert, and there's a bit more like military scenes and stuff like that. So overall, this movie's peak, man. I think it's genuinely a great start, and I give it a 9 out of 10, and I'm quite a harsh ranker.
I think I've always given it a 9 out of 10 as well. Again, the only thing I'd say is lacking is maybe the villain, because it done maybe a bit more.
But also
than that,
because
at the same
this was the first one, I give it a bit of leeway. But when we get round to like Ant-Man, for example, and they're doing basically this, that's when it's like, come on.
time. Yeah, but Ant-Man having the same villain and like motivations as Iron Man 1. By 2015, and this is 2008. Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Bit too much. But we've seen this before, and we've seen it better.
And yeah,
not that
bear
Ant-Man
in
1
mind,
is
everything
bad.
we
I
had,
like Ant-Man 1.
everything we had before was crap as well. Like, well, I mean, we had Batman Begins and The Dark Knight was this year, Spider-Man, Fantastic Four, but we didn't have a universe, man. It's crazy to think that.
Yeah. And you also had so many bad movies as well, like
So many
Catwoman,
duds.
Daredevil, okay,
Yeah.
the Electro movie.
Ang Lee's Hulk.
A good few of the X-Men movies weren't good as well. Like, was Origins Wolverine out by then? X-Men 3 definitely was.
Maybe it was 2010.
Okay, yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, X-Men 3 was out, and that one was pretty bad.
That was 2009.
Oh, I'm trying shit. Okay, then there was only 2 good X-Men movies. Never mind then. I swear the Blade movies after the first one aren't good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently 2 and 3 are shit. Or 3 especially. I don't know.
3 in particular is quite bad. I didn't mind 2, but
There you
again, it's not Iron Man level good, so there you go.
There you go. And Spider-Man 3 back then was hated on a lot. Even though I love it. But
Yeah.
back
So
then it
I
had a
guess
horrible reputation.
that wraps up. You give it a 9?
I give it a 9.
Yeah. So if you think this is a
I give it
series,
all 9 strippers around Stan Lee out of 10.
9 baddies around Stanley. Yeah, if you think this is a series that you're gonna enjoy, then please subscribe, hit the bell, and yeah, join us next time for Incredible Hulk.
Fuck yeah.